Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In this video, we will talk about blunt trauma. Uh, as some of the students have approached me uh, to talk about this, and I have seen that blunt trauma is missing in my YouTube videos. Very unlikely to me. Anyways, please keep telling me, and I would try to keep things updated. Uh, First of all, as I always say to my students, whenever you uh, uh, want to study anything, the first thing you need to know is the anatomy of the eye. So, first of all, know the basic anatomy of the eye, and I suggest the sagittal section. Now, keep in mind, make a picture in your imagination of the sagittal section of the eye. The anteriormost part is the cornea, and the posteriormost part is the retina. Now, regarding blunt trauma is uh, defined as trauma to the eye with some something like a fist, a tennis ball, and uh, uh, anything which is not very sharp. And the best example which damages eye in the blunt trauma is the shot by the squash ball, because the ball of the squash is smaller in size, and it if it unfortunately hits someone, it fits into the eyeball. And if we talk about the cricket ball, whether it's a tape ball or the cricket ball, eye is usually saved because of the bones of the orbit, and eyeball is saved. The orbital fractures can occur if the ball is hot. Now, let's talk about the blunt trauma because of fist or squash ball, something like that. Keeping in mind that diagram, that is sagittal section, if it hits, first of all, there can be bruising of the upper eyelid, lower eyelid. Move forward, there will be head eye because of compensatory or reactory inflammation of the conjunctiva and the sclera. And what do you expect to it will happen to the cornea? If the shot is if the fist or the ball is in very high speed, it can rupture the eyeball, which is rare. Usually, what happens is the uh, cornea is hit, and endothelial pump of the cornea stops working, and as a result, corneal edema starts occurring, and cornea becomes hazy because of imbibition of water. Going inside, there can be blood in the anterior chamber, that is hyphema. It can traumatize the pupil, and one of the causes of mid-dilated non-reacting pupil or myotic pupil is trauma. Trauma can cause dilated pupil mostly, and sometimes myotic pupil. And now go behind. Behind the pupil is the lens, and the most common pathology, whenever the lens is impacted by something, the first thing to which should come into your mind is the development of the cataract. Or besides cataract, lens may completely dislocate, and it can uh, it can completely dislocate and fall into the vitreous cavity, or it can partially subluxate and remain into the visual axis, but uh, like ectopial lentis, and it has to be treated. Similarly, behind the lens is the vitreous hemorrhage can occur, and then is the retina. If the trauma is very of high speed, then it will cause retinal edema, which is called commercial retina. Commercial retina is a term which is used for edematous retina, in which you see a cherry red spot like in the central retinal artery cleavage. Now, these are the uh, major symptoms of a blunt trauma, which I have tried to tell you people in a simplified way, as simplest as possible my for myself. And again, I will ask you to keep in mind the picture of the sagittal section of the eye, that is cornea on the anterior side here and retina on the posterior side, that is here. Only then you will be able to understand these things, and you will not need to memorize these things. Now, what about the treatment depends upon the uh, damage. So, most of the times, the trauma is not that significant, and cricket ball is the usual cause, and it causes lid chemosis, slight conjunctival redness, hyperemia, and cornea and other things are not involved, then it is self healing. But if you find that there is corneal edema, then you will give hypertonic saline, and first of you will give hypertonic saline. You will give antibiotic steroid combination to prevent the infection and to resolve the inflammation. If there is an element of uveitis, you will give steroids. If there is mydriasis, you can't do anything, and you don't need to do anything for traumatic mydriasis. If there is vitreous hemorrhage, it will resolve itself between 3 to 6 months usually, and you will just consult the patient. If there is cataract development, you will remove the cataract and replace it if the posterior capsule is intact. Otherwise, you will have to implant the anterior chamber lens or scleral fixation, a technique with which we implant the intraocular lens. For retinal edema, you will have to give oral steroids, or you can wait. It resolves between over the period of time in a couple of months, 3 to 6 months, sometimes earlier. And in extreme cases, if the retina is detached, which is very rare in blunt trauma, then you will have to go for the retinal detachment surgery. The video is almost of 9 minutes, so I will stop here. If you people have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. I have made a couple of uh, groups on Microsoft 365 Meet, which include uh, online learning for students who uh, have a passion to understand the conceptual learning of ophthalmology, and this group is only for the students of high tech, and it is a free group. And there are some paid groups which are not related to any student of high tech. For the students of high tech, everything is free of cost. So, but I suggest that only those people should join the uh, free groups who really are passionate for some particular thing. And please give your suggestions, and I will try to improve my teaching. And I hope that all of you, my students, uh, get over the exams easily, and many blessings to you. Please keep remember me in your prayers always. Thank you very much, and again, don't hesitate to ask anything. Allah Hafiz. Thank you.